moving on to Deputy Pauline Tully.
Minister, I have a number of questions that I'll put to you, and if time doesn't allow for the response now, maybe you get back to me in writing. The first one I have is in relation to apprenticeships. I've been approached by a number of young people who are currently undertaking an apprenticeship and are concerned about the college aspect of this course. One young man in particular told me he was due to start the college part in September of 2020, but is now being told that he won't be able to enrol until 2022. So that's 2 years on. Now, obviously, the course was closed for a time and the numbers were reduced and there's a backlog as a result. But it is quite concerning because a lot of young people are saying, right, and we're going to have to work longer at very low wages until they get their qualification. So I'm just wondering, is there something can be done to clear this mess up, I suppose, and maybe put more resources into it and allow more students to undertake the college aspects of their apprenticeship and qualify at their normal time? The second issue is in relation to the recognition of Irish Sign Language as a subject. You're probably aware that there's a course entitled Deaf Studies in Trinity College here in Dublin, and people who graduate from that, many choose to go on and teach it. It's a four-year honours level degree course. However, it's not been recognised as a teaching subject by the Teaching Council, and I'm wondering if this issue can be addressed. Perhaps it's not under your remit, Minister, but perhaps maybe you direct me to who it is. Because Irish Sign Language is recognised as an official language of this state and therefore should be treated on a par with all other languages. Now, in relation to a number of students who are undertaking social care subjects, and this may apply to a number of other courses as well, where students have to go out on placement work. I've written to you on this and you've indicated that you are seeking a solution, so I'm just wondering if any resolution has been found or if anything has progressed on that score. Also, Minister, I was quite concerned this week to hear that the number of students applying through the CAA process to pursue courses in teaching is down. And so I'm aware the schools are finding it very difficult to get teachers on any sort of a level, full-time, part-time or on a substitute level for a number of years. And I think it's serious because if the educational standards in our school system fall, it's going to have a knock-on effect on the prospects of every student going forward. And so I'm just wondering if this issue needs to be addressed urgently. So what can be done by your department to maybe encourage more young people into the teaching profession? Thank you, Minister.
On the apprenticeship matter, on the Irish Sign Language issue, I'll take that up for you, Deputy. As you suggest, the Teaching Council is obviously independent of me and government, but I'll certainly get a view from my officials in relation to the course in Trinity, and I'll come back to you with some suggestions as to how we might be able to raise that. I think you make a very fair point. On the social care work issue, as I think I would have said to you in my letter, I have asked QQI to engage with all regulators. Obviously, Coru are the regulator in this area, so it's not for me to direct them, but we are asking all our regulators to show flexibility, considering we're in a global pandemic, not to lessen professional standards, but to try to come up with other ways. We've had good progress with some professions and regulators, and we've still some work ongoing with others, if I may put it like that. I think the point you make about CAO and teaching is interesting. That struck me as well. The only thing I would still say to reassure you is there will still be many, many more people applying probably for teaching than there are places, so I don't think it will result in a shortage or a contribution to the shortage of teachers. We are undertaking work in my department with all the institutions and across government to see what more we can do in terms of additional places and placements for this year's Leaving Cert cohort, and I'm due to update government on that next month, and I'll keep you informed.